I'm Robert Ellis, the Texas Piano Man. I just put out a record called The Texas Piano Man, and it's like a piano-driven rock and roll album, you know? This record is much more fun than any of my previous work. Like, this is like just all around about having fun. And when you get on stage, it's just like kind of wild and a little aggressive. And my previous work is pretty serious and like songwritery, you know? And so this whole phase of my life is just about enjoying, you know, having as much fun as possible. I had this white tuxedo in my closet for about 3 years, and I never wore it. It was a gift from a friend. And then when I started doing this record and like putting everything together, I don't know, there's just like a fancy sort of like panache to it, where I was like, this white tuxedo has got to be a part of it. Like, everything should be fancy and big. There should be like a grand piano and, you know, fucking diamonds, and like, it should just feel fancy, like the whole thing. And, you know, I have to do that within limited means. Like, I don't have a ton of money to do it. So I'm just trying to make sure that everything feels like really nice, you know? No, I only have one tuxedo, and I got guacamole here, and then I got fucking Sharpie here. I got it cleaned on Tuesday, so it was completely white. And then after 2 days, it's starting to get a little nasty. I gotta buy another one, yeah. I listened to everything as a kid. I especially like jazz. I still listen to jazz a lot. And I play guitar. You know, that was my real first instrument, you know? And, you know, rock and roll. As I got a little older and got into guitar, I sort of discovered that it was like a really cool instrument to play like ripping rock solos on. So I got into like Led Zeppelin and, you know, like guitar players. But I think now what I mostly listen to is like jazz and classic rock. That's kind of my main stuff, yeah. Yeah, my mother's a piano teacher, and she taught me from the time I was really young. And, you know, music was always in the family. I grew up playing bluegrass, too. Like, members of my family play a guitar and mandolin, and we'd go to these festivals. And so from the time I was like a little kid, I was playing, you know? I kind of always knew that this was going to be my job, you know, from the time I was like 2 years old. I think it just was always like, oh, I want to play music. I think for a short time I wanted to play basketball. Like when I was like 10 years old, I think for a minute I wanted to play basketball, but other than that, it's always been music. I quit high school freshman year to start touring, and just like, that's all I've been doing since, you know? Oh, guilty pleasures. I don't know if I have any guilty pleasures. Like, I enjoy all music kind of for different purposes, you know? Like when I'm going on a run, I like music that amps me up, you know? And when I'm like sitting at my house, I listen to a lot of like weird noise music because it makes my brain kind of do weird things. And I have a record player in my living room, and I collect like kind of out noise records, and I listen to that when I'm at home, you know, and just like sit and like kind of meditate. So I don't know, but I mean, as far as guilty pleasures, like pop music, I really enjoy, often because the songs are really great. You know, like, I don't know, fucking Taylor Swift comes out with a record. I generally like it, you know what I mean? Like, I can at least appreciate like how catchy the songs are and how well it's produced. But it's for a different purpose than jazz is. You know, like when you're listening, you get a different feeling from it. And the same with like singer-songwriter stuff. Like, I like storytellers a lot. And when you listen to a story, you're kind of fully in it. Like, you have to listen and be a participant. When you're listening to pop music, sometimes it's just like wallpaper. It's just like there, and it's in the background, and you can just like enjoy it, you know? I played this festival, this is probably like my 10th time to play it. I've been playing it forever, and it keeps getting bigger and more insane every year. And I do it every time I have a new record out, you know? For me, it's a chance to have a bunch of my friends from all over the world come in and kind of see Austin and kind of see like, I mean, it's not an accurate picture of what Austin is like year-round, you know? It's inflated and it's like kind of hyper-real. But it definitely is a chance for everyone to kind of gather in my home turf and like, I don't know, I probably saw like 20 friends that I don't get to see but once a year. So yeah, I don't know. I always enjoy doing it. Chaos. South by is chaos. It's just fucking like wall-to-wall chaos the whole time. I mean, I'm playing like 10 shows this week, and it's a lot of like going from radio to do this session, to do this show, to do this other show, like, and then everything is 45 minutes in traffic. You know, you can't get anywhere. Like, it's crazy because the city of Austin, like, I don't know, probably triples in size for this week. It just like so many people come in. So yeah, it's insanity. Yeah, I'm going on tour in the States. I'm going up to the Northeast next week, and I just put the record out, so I'll be touring over the next year. Yeah, see what happens. But right now, I just have 2 tours planned. Yeah, I want to come to Mexico City. I was planning on maybe in April taking a trip just for vacation and maybe doing 1 show or something. I don't know. I'm Robert Ellis. Hi to all our friends at Avocate.